Right there you see a meal for a 40-pound dog. A large chicken quarter there, chicken foot, some chicken hearts and gizzards, and a big wad of chopped spinach. Right there you see my very excited Renaissance Bulldogge Ogryn. Like most bulldogs, his favorite thing to do is eat. Get down. Get down. This is a mukbang video. Now, one of the things you need to be cognizant of when feeding raw food to bull breeds is they have a tendency to eat way too fast and to swallow pieces of food that are too big without chewing them. One of the things you can do to remedy that is make sure you're feeding them pieces that are large enough that they have to chew them up to be able to swallow them. And you can also feed them that stuff frozen. Ogryn is a 16-week-old Renaissance Bulldogge. He's about 40 pounds right now. In the background there you see Kurgan, and you hear in the background also Ulu whining. Don't feel sorry for Kurgan or Ulu. I just finished filming videos of them eating their meals. When feeding a raw diet, you can choose to feed them once or twice a day, just like you can with kibble. This is showing what a single meal would look like for somebody feeding their dog once a day. You could also divide this up into 2 feedings. For those who will ask, raw chicken bones are totally fine for your dogs. It's cooked bones that are dangerous. Never feed your dog any kind of cooked bones. That includes those smoked bones they sell at pet stores. Cooking the bone changes the consistency of the bone and makes it indigestible. Also prone to fracturing into sharp pieces. They can cause bowel obstructions and perforations in the bowel. Raw bones don't do that. Kurgan, stop chewing on the fence. Dogs are biologically designed to eat and process raw meaty bones. Canines have been doing it for millions of years in the wild. And yes, I said canines, not dogs. There's always some wise ass who will hear me say canines and then in the comments say, well dogs haven't been around for millions of years. Listen better, okay? There are 3 main raw diets. Kurgan. Kurgan. Hey! Kurgan. Stop doing that. There are 3 main raw diets. There is the BARF diet, which I feed my dogs, which is an acronym for biologically biologically appropriate raw foods. There's also the RMB diet, which stands for raw meaty bones, and the prey model diet. Both the BARF diet and the RMB diet were created by veterinarians, so I don't want to hear people say, well, my vet says my dog shouldn't eat raw bones. Well, you know, there are doctors out there that will tell you it's healthy to eat eggs, and other doctors who will tell you they're bad for you and cause high cholesterol. Among medical professionals in both the veterinary and medical community, you can find all kinds of vastly conflicting information when it comes to health and nutrition. I tell you to just use your common sense. Don't take my word for it. As I always say in my videos, I'm just some guy on YouTube. This is what I'm doing. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. I'm providing a bunch of links for you to do that. Also, Google is a great resource. The Renaissance Bulldogge is a breed of healthy working bulldog I've been developing over the last 25 plus years. You'll find numerous playlists showing dogs I've created over that period of time on my channel if you want to learn more about that breed. For those who may ask, my dogs all live in the house. They're part of the family. They don't live outside in the kennels. I always get that question, so that's why I'm repeating it. Saves me from having to type it multiple times in the comments. A lot of people enjoy these mukbang videos. That's why I continue to put them up. I enjoy filming the hiking videos much more, but I like to give my viewers what they like. So I throw these in from time to time as well. You can see just how healthy Ogryn looks and what a nice coat he has, and I attribute that to the raw diet he eats. I like to come in and pet them while they're eating, touch them by their mouth, stuff like that. It helps prevent food aggression. A raw diet does not turn your animal into a bloodthirsty monster that will view you as a food source, as some like to erroneously claim. This is how people fed their dogs before commercial dog food was created. Commercial dog food's only been around about 100 years. People have owned dogs for thousands of years. My Blue Bay Shepherd Kurgan. Now there'll be people who say, well, I'd like to feed my dog raw, but it's too expensive. I just did a video regarding that. It should be up on my channel by the time this one comes up. That's not the case at all. I just filmed myself buying 30 pounds of chicken leg quarters for 17 bucks, so that's cheaper than a bag of dog food. I bought 30 pounds of chicken leg quarters, a couple big packages of chicken feet, a couple big packages of chicken hearts and gizzards, and 4 cans of spinach for chopped spinach for 27 bucks. Again, that's cheaper than a bag of dog food and much healthier. All you got to do is look for deals and shop at the right places, and you can feed your dog for pretty cheap raw. No more expensive than what a good quality bag of dog food costs. But again, don't do this diet until you fully acquainted yourself with it and you feed them the proper ratios of meat, bone, and organ and veggies. Screwing those ratios up can cause loose stools. You don't want to give your dog a bunch of meat without the bone. You don't want to give your dog too much organ meat or too much egg. It's all about balance, as most things in life are. Again, don't feel sorry for Kurgan in the background. He just ate 2 gigantic chicken quarters and some other stuff in a video, so he's been well fed. You gotta tease him like that though with the Ogryn and eat right in front of him. I really recommend chicken leg quarters. I think they have a nice combination of meat and bone. Kurgan, stop chewing on the cage. I really think they have a good combination of meat and bone. Things like chicken thighs, too much meat, not enough bone. The whole chicken quarter, though, is just perfect. Also, feeding the large chicken quarters forces them to have to chew them up, as opposed to feeding them something like a chicken drummy by itself, or chicken wings. Chicken wings are good for small puppies, but for older dogs, especially dogs that gulp their food, you're always better off giving them bigger pieces. But again, don't take my word for it. I'm just some guy on YouTube. Do your research. Going back for the Ogryn meat and the spinach now. Again, those are chicken hearts and chicken gizzards. A little bit of chicken liver mixed in with it too. Well, now you've seen what a raw meal looks like for a 16-week-old Renascence Bulldogge pup. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell down below, and you'll get email notifications when my new videos come out. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share links to my channel on other platforms like Facebook and places like that where I'm not at. Help me grow. Bye. Bye from Mr. Ogryn. And bye from Mr. Kurgan.